Hi, Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Today we're going to be installing this California Special Style Fog Light Conversion Kit from Starkey Products. The kit includes everything needed for installation: your fog light assemblies, brackets, wiring, hardware, as well as detailed instructions. This kit is an excellent upgrade for your 2013 V6 or Boss 302, as well as any GT with an aftermarket grille, such as the Roush grille in our Gotta Have It street car. The installation is going to require removal of these panels, so you'll have to have access under the bumper. Let's get started. For this installation, you'll need a jack and jack stands or a lift, a 1/4 inch ratchet, 7mm socket, 8mm socket, flathead screwdriver, small pick, wire strippers, electrical tape, and safety glasses. Once you're under the car, remove the splash shield first. There's 17 screws that hold it in. The bumper cover doesn't have to be removed. Once we get the splash shield off, we'll do the access from underneath. The factory bezels are held in place by these 5 body color tabs. You want to start at the top. The tabs, you're going to have to pull them down slightly while putting some force on the bezel from the outside to remove them. So we'll take a little bit of force to get off. Now we're going to install the fog light bezel. It's going to mount to the 5 body tabs we just used. In addition, these 4 tabs here are going to get screws through them due to the additional weight of the fog lights. Make sure all 5 tabs are tight. Now we're going to install 4 screws in each of these corners. Make sure you do not over tighten these screws. Just get them snug. Now we're ready to install the fog light itself. Your bottom 2 holes will line up with these 2 alignment pins and are held in place by 4 screws. Put all the screws in loosely to hold it in place before you tighten anything down. You might find it easier to use a 1/4 inch socket for some of the more difficult screws. Now we're ready to wire up our fog lights. You have to go to the engine bay and remove this cover. Once you get the cover out of the way, we're going to modify the wiring harnesses. The cover is held in place by these push pins. Simply pull up on the center and then remove the entire push pin. Now that you've removed all 8 tabs, you pull the cover off and set it aside. These 2 wires here go down to your fog lights. You want to tap into the wires closer to the fog light plug so you make sure you have enough extension. Fog light wires are held on the pinch by these metal tabs. Just pop the tabs off. You should be able to fish the wire. You might have 2 tabs on there. And you can pull the harness up through. The factory plug is going to have 4 wires going to them. We're only going to need 2 for our fog lights. Starkey provides us with wire taps. What we'll do is just pull back the insulation. You want to separate out your wires. The only 2 wires you need are the black and green and the tan and yellow here. Both all black wires are not used. I'm going to carefully strip a small section for the wire tap. Slide the tap right over the bare wire and clamp it down. Then you want to grab the supplied fog light harness and plug it into your tabs. Doesn't matter which end plugs in here. Make sure they're nice and tight. I'm going to put electrical tape around them just to insulate them a little bit. Now I'm just going to drop the harness right back into the bottom here. And we'll go into the car to plug it in. Once you finish the wiring, you put your radiator cover back on. Now you want to fish your harness over the side of this radiator shroud here. Bring it down, then you can plug it in your leg. The plug's only going to fit one way. You'll probably have some excess slack. You want to zip tie it safely out of the way. Once you've safely tied all the wires out of the way, we're ready to reinstall our splash shield. Now we're going to test our lights. There's no power going to your fog light harness unless your ignition switch is turned forward, so you want to do that first. First we'll check them with our parking lights. And now we'll check them with our headlights as well. Installation of our driving lights is a nice addition to the front end of our car. Installation should take you roughly about 2 hours. Be back on the road in no time.